Hello, I am Matthew Chapman and this is my demo reel, showcasing different artworks of mine that demonstrate storytelling and visual narratives. I picked 3 different series to show for this demo, an example of each completed in different mediums. The first one is from a personal pen and ink series illustrating different story frames for Roald Dahl's children's novel, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I created these to capture a personal vision for how I interpret the text to illustrate, influenced too by the different film adaptations of the story. As well as creating the initial black and white drawings, I used Photoshop to create colorized prints, using layout techniques over the drawn figures. My personal fascination with the story is drawn from the fantastical and bizarre nature of the factory, each room fulfilling a different purpose for candy making, and the grim nature of the tour that takes place within. One by one, the children in the tour suffer grisly consequences for misbehavior. One boy falls into the river of chocolate and is sucked away into the factory's mechanical system, with possible threat of being turned into candy. Another girl is tested on an unsafe product and spills into a gigantic blueberry, where she must be rolled off by the factory workers to be squeezed with juice. Other accidents that befall the dwindling party result in one family being thrown into the factory rubbish hole, a train nut-cracking squirrels, and another child jumping into a television transmitter and shrinking down to an eighth of its size. By the end of the story, the children do come out saved, but significantly altered for better or worse. The story plays out very much like a Victorian morality play that influenced the heavy penwork and dark stylistic choices for the drawings. Next, I'll be showing an acrylic series created 2 years ago for the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. In the time frame of a year and a half, my goal was to create a series of 85 paintings showcasing the events of the voyage and the sinking, based on detailed research taken from the blueprints of the ship and testimonies of the survivors. As well, using my own artistic influence to combine with the history, it was important for me to put emphasis on the darkness of the night and how difficult it was to see much more than the silhouettes of the berg and the ship. As well, the destructive force of water tearing apart the dainty interiors of the ship was another element that I found viscerally rich to portray on canvas. I found that the 2012 ITV miniseries, also called Titanic, directed by Julian Fellowes, did an admirable job of portraying the darkness of the night and ballistic physics of the ship sinking close to what the survivors described seeing that night, as well as portraying the low-angle breakup of the ship. The last piece in this reel is an animation complete for a digital animation class. This was created over a course of a night using Photoshop to draw out each still by mouse. The clip I'm portraying is based on the dream I had in the same week of the clip's creation. The dream revealed a scene of entering a bar in the middle of a forest, with a ghostly lady behind the counter giving instructions to not look what was behind the bar. Behind the bar was a girl hanging in a tree, who dissolves into a skeletal form. The dream ended with me hanging in her place, a voice whispering that I failed to save her. The final result came close enough to creating what was remembered from the dream, and while the cryptic nature of the dream may have been hard to understand and relate to for the audience who hadn't experienced it, it was more important that the imaginative nature was dealing with space and environment came across to the viewer. These methods of story depiction through detailed drawing and painting and frame-by-frame animation are my choice of media that may be used to further support artistic development and visual reference for a studio production. Thank you for watching.